Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I want to acknowledge the fact that living in America and living anywhere in the world today, it is rough. People are going through some very hard times. And this we can't deny. But we all constantly everywhere hoping that things get better, that a little bit brighter would be really welcome right now. And see, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say, because we're all going through these changes, it really tells us something. It tells us that the systems that we are living under, wherever the systems are in the world, wherever on the continent that people habitate, and they got a system of government in operation, determining and how they are going to express themselves, how they're going to live, what rules and regulations, how they're going to treat one another, and how they're going to respond to certain situations. That's their government. And every last one of them represent the ideas of men. The ideas of men absent truth. The ideas of men absent truth. And when you take the ideas of men and separate the truth from it, I mean, it's all over the spectrum. Everything is going on. And you better believe everything is going on. And so what determines change? Well, it is basically motivated by what people are trying to achieve, what they're trying to do, where they want to go. And it's really getting a message accepted by a majority of people, or enough people to empower you to do the things that you want to do. In some areas you have communism, others you got socialism, and others you got dictatorships, and others you got authoritarianism, others you got democracy, you got all kinds of systems. And they all reflect the ideas, they all reflect what people and men have determined are essential and most important, and how to achieve that. But now, when we think about the validity of the earth and all that it is, and how it mingles together, how it works together, the land, the seas, the trees, the skies, the clouds, everything working harmoniously together. And you think about we the people in our various shades, some of us tall, some of us short, some of us skinny, some of us fat, some of us dark, some of us light, some of us all kinds of representation of variety. Now, what would it take to get us to take all of our differences and what cipher them to address certain things which are common amongst us all? Well, for the most part, those things are neglected when we talk about men coming over the answer. I went to my pusher man once. I was going to buy some weed, and this was during the time when I believe Bill Clinton had made sure that if you were engaging in some things that the system had directed you to, and you do that more than 3 times, get busted, you might get put in prison for life. 3 times, 3 strikes, you're out. And I was saying to this brother, if you are bold enough to stand out here and take these risks, just selling, what you ever thought about letting God use you? Be bold enough to stand up and represent God the kind of way that makes a difference, the kind of way that people can have their eyes open and see stuff and maybe move them. And he simply said to me, brother, God ain't paying no bills. So I ain't got time. And I was even saying this to some regular people once, and I heard a family say the same thing. God is not paying bills. So I might love God or say I do, but I don't have time to follow whatever anybody's talking about God, because there ain't no money in it. You see? And that is absolutely true. That is the way the systems of the world work. You see, when the divine established the proper order, and this is the truth, we were all dependent upon one another. We were all one family living in one house, the earth. And we all brought something to the table. And what we brought to the table was necessary to meet the requirements for filling the reservoir of goods and services, and to do it in such an abundance that everybody could access it, get their needs, their wants, and their desires met at their leisure, without lying, without cheating, without stealing, without hatred and racism and bigotry. The master set it up that way. And all we had to do was engage ourselves in the process with a career of our own choosing. We already been piped up that way. Something that we love doing is not just sports, it's not just music, it's not just entertainment, it's all kinds of things. It's fun. And what you're doing is participating. And the things that manifest all over the earth, the mansions, the cars, the everything, the infrastructure, all of it, it belongs to the people, we the people, using the resources that God has given we the people. And we the people gives our talents to create for we the people. And out of that, there are no big you, there's no little you. There's no better, there's no worse. Everything is 100% right on time. That's the way it was designed, and that's the way it is supposed to be today. But we're not living that way, because in the beginning, somebody came by and told a lie, just like you saw the lie being spread around about somebody stealing the election. They said somebody else is stealing the election while they were stealing the election, or trying to steal the election. So somebody came by with that kind of attitude, lying, and the people in the house this time had not that much knowledge, and so they were deceived, and they turned their backs on the way of life to check out what someone else was saying was better. And the way that they were going to prove that it's better is that they were going to get the support of those that says, okay, I'll try you. And in so doing that, getting their support, they were used to rob, to steal, to lie, to cheat. Now, they might not know what was going on. You know, you only knew what was going on when you had, depending on the role you played. It's like the Masons. You know, you go up to that third degree, and everybody generally fall in that category. But as far as going on up to 33rd, not even sometimes up to 99th, that depends upon what you need to know. So you never got the real secret. So people down at the third level don't have any idea what's going on above them. They just got this little saying, these talking points. They got these little training points. They keep articulating, and that's what you hear. The secrets is upstairs. Same thing in every system of government. You got what you let the people know. And you got that which you don't let them know. Like, for instance, Donald Trump escaped being impeached, getting kicked out of office. That was a door open. But he escaped it. Same thing with the Justice Department. The Supreme Court. They are stacked like that, the same kind of way. So it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. The game is played. The game is in. And everybody is a participant. There are no Johnny good shoes. Everybody is a participant. Some of them know it, some of them don't. Most church people are participants, and they play a major role in it, but they do not know that they play that kind of role. Now, those who were over there, some of them know. You know who the ones that know they were working with the devil. So what am I saying? I'm saying that in order for anything to change, when you got society who have accepted the ways of the world, or the system that they live under, and they champion it, and they live under it, they're not going to change from anything you're talking about. So what is going to be required is going to be required those to whom much has been given. You see, people in the regular society, in America, Christians, Muslims, and everybody, they believe what they've been taught. They believe what they read. They believe what they heard. But they got no knowledge. All they got is belief. And belief can change every time you get a charismatic speaker that comes through and shine it on you. But knowledge is a different thing. And there are those that God has given knowledge. And usually when he gave you knowledge, he did something for you that you know no other power could do unless it was God. It was a miracle. It was divine. You know this. You can tell other people about it if you want to. Most of them not going to believe you. But it's not about you telling them of the miracle. what it is about. It's about you having that miracle convert you. So that used to be gone. Now you are new you. You don't talk about a belief in God. You talk about the knowledge of God and what God is about, the truth that God represents. Now that is instilled in you, that you have been given charge to stand up and represent in the middle of all of this, where everybody's believing or not believing, but is going straight to hell. You to stand right there and tell the truth. Tell the truth that everybody is entitled to the resources of the earth. Tell the truth that nobody's supposed to be with all the blessing that God has given the homeless, or hungry, or denied education, or health care, or other things of life. No one is to be denied an opportunity to engage in the process of what the creation is. No one is to be denied the opportunity to play a major role in the production of heaven on earth. No one is supposed to be denied that. But now the man or the woman who has been receiving the miracle, the one who was blind and the eyes were made open, the ones that was lame and couldn't walk were made to walk, those that were dead and now stand up and can spread the word about life again, those that were throwing their lives away and the guns didn't go off and the planes crashed and they still survived. These are the ones that know a miracle occurred. These are the ones. But even they are afraid. Where are they? See, here's the situation, ladies and gentlemen, and it's good that you know what I'm telling you, and the truth involves this as well. The systems of the world, most of the people don't have any idea what's going on. But there are some people that know everything that's going on. You know, when the kings and queens and pharaohs were going out conquering lands, or coming from the mother country, coming over here, taking over land, and these people know what they're doing. They know that's wrong. They know they don't want that done to them. But they pass all kind of laws that says it's okay. And then you grow up in it. You think it's okay. You think it's divine. Most people think that the United States government came from God. Most people think that the fact that we use money is the design from God, especially since they got In God We Trust on it. People believe that stuff. Why? Because they have had no one to stand up and give them the alternate truth. And I didn't say no alternative truth. I said the alternate. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll leave it there. It's been quite a long time. 12 minutes, not too long. So I'm going to leave it there, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.